Excuse me.
Oh, okay. So, hi, everybody. Welcome to the Computer Applications Virtual Open House. And we have an agenda here, but if you have specific questions within the agenda, please feel free to interrupt us. So we'll go over some introductions, overview of computer applications, courses, and programs. The skills that you'll learn by taking computer applications courses, and enrolling in the different certificates and degrees. We'll talk about digital skills that you'll learn. Sorry, I just said that. And sorry, we'll talk about digital badges, and then we'll open it up for questions of what else you want to know. And then we have a final slide of the contact information if you need to know more information. So, you see us on the video, but I'm Pat Hudak, and Judy, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Judy.
And Curtis Pembroke teaches in both computer applications and graphic design, and he couldn't be here today. And then we have Melody Cameron. Melody, do you want to introduce yourself? Oops. We can't hear you, Melody.
Oh, sorry. Melody Cameron, one of the counselors who works with Pat and Judy at Mission College.
Great. We thought we'd kind of give you an overview of our computer applications courses. These are the current courses that we are offering. We offer courses in Microsoft Office. You can see we have word processing, Microsoft Project, PowerPoint, Excel, an introduction and an intermediate class. We also have Microsoft Outlook, and then we have courses and Microsoft Access. And then we also have a Windows class as well. We have Google and cloud computing courses where you learn all the Google apps, and then we have all of the social media software and other cloud technologies in CAP 92A. We have currently 2 keyboarding courses, learning the keyboard and numeric keypad. And then we also have some non-credit courses. So that is similar, the learning the keyboard is similar to the learning the keyboard credit course. And then we have a basic course for beginning computer users called Computer Simplified. So, and then you can read about more of our courses at this link. Not sure if this is going to share. But this is our department webpage, and there'll be other references to this, but you can see this shows all of our different courses, and right here, there's the list here, and you can read more about them. And so this is an explanation, there's an explanation for each one. And unfortunately, we've gone through this before, but there are a few courses on here that don't exist. So we're trying to get them off, but we don't know why they're still there. But the certificates are all current, and those are there as well. Let's see. These are, you can see this in our catalog, but we kind of synthesize these to, we do have one summer course. It's an intermediate Excel. So if you maybe took an intro to Excel at Mission or other colleges, you can take this. It's a 6-week course, and Mr. Pembroke will be teaching it synchronously every other Monday night from 7 to 9:30. And then but all of these courses are online except the ones with a double asterisk. Those are synchronous. So we have these MS Office courses. They start at various times, and there are various units too. Some are 1, some are 2, and some are 3. So, and So, and we'll be using Zoom, and instructors will be either using Confer Zoom or MC Zoom, Mission Zoom for the synchronous classes. So
just one quick note. One of the really great things about the computer application program at Mission College is the flexibility built within these classes. So some of you might be thinking, what does synchronous mean? What does asynchronous mean? If you see that a class is listed as asynchronous, it means that you are able to log into that class at any time during the day. So for some of you who might be working full time, for some of you who are managing families or different careers, or just maybe you're a night person, you're not restricted to logging in at a certain time. So that really can give you a lot of flexibility. If you see a class that indicates synchronous, like the like the intermediate Microsoft Excel class, that means that there is a date and time weekly that you will be logging in to that class. So for those of you who might be looking for a more traditional mode of instruction, where you're sitting in lecture, you're seeing the teacher, then we do have a variety of classes that are offered in both formats.
right. Thank you so much for clarifying that, Melody. And some of these courses that are synchronous and others, when we do return to the college on campus, hopefully spring of 22, a number of these courses will be offered on campus, such as the keyboarding class, the Windows class, the Outlook class, and then one of the Excel classes. So there'll be a section that'll be offered on campus. Judy, do you want to talk about our programs?
Sure. So we offer, as you can see, a variety of programs. We have Microsoft Office, which pretty much covers all the Microsoft Office products. And then we have a lot of classes and certificates that are geared towards the administrative specialist position or the administrative positions within offices. And those are kind of covered with our office administration degree and certificate and our office information degree and certificate. We've recently instituted a business information professional certificate, which will be more discussion on that coming. And then we also have a beginning computer skills certificate, and that's for our non-credit students. So if there is hesitation about getting into a credit class, that's a great way to start, is to jump into those non-credit classes. You don't even have to pay anything to take them. That's a way for you to come in, get some knowledge, and then move from there into our certificate programs or our degrees. One other thing I really wanted to mention is that, like, for instance, when you're looking at the Microsoft Office certificate, what our courses do, other than prepare you for jobs in an administrative field, is they also give you tools no matter what your major is or what degree you're working on. So, everybody can benefit from Microsoft Excel. Everybody can benefit from Microsoft Word. I don't know how you can get through school without having to type a paper or whatever. And taking our classes, what you'll find that you'll learn are all these other ways to do things that perhaps you had never even thought of before. And what the feedback we get from a lot of our students is that, I thought I knew Microsoft Word, but boy, when I took your class, I found out all these tricks and things that I now know how to do, which makes me able to use the software packages so much faster and so much more efficiently, so that I can actually get my work done faster, which isn't that what it's all about? We don't want to be spending lots of time having to research how to do something. You just want to be able to do it and get your work done in the best way possible. And when that's what we can provide you with, that kind of training. That's exactly one of the focuses of what we do. And I just wanted to point that out. So even if it's not a career that you want to pursue, you can also gain a lot from our courses because of that. So we'll teach you the tools. We'll teach you how to use these things efficiently, wherever your learning level is right now when you come into the program.
Thanks, Judy. And the courses that make up these certificates are based on the most important skills that industry needs for prospective workers, and also what you need to survive as a student at the college. Everybody benefits from as Judy said, from a keyboard class. Everybody benefits from knowing Microsoft Word and Excel. And then we have other specialty courses too, such as Project and Access and Google Apps, which are being used more in industry as well. And you can, again, the page, you can read more about that here. I just want to give the example of the business information professional. The courses that were chosen for here were, it was based on what they did a survey of a lot of industries and a lot of companies. And they said, we need these skills. We need skills in Excel and Word and PowerPoint, in human resources, and in communication, in business communications. And so that's where how this certificate was born. In the future, we do plan to add more shorter certificates that you can use for when you apply for different positions. That won't be as long as some of these specific certificates. So that's what we have upcoming. Oops, sorry. Any other comments about that, Judy? Or
only other than the fact, and you kind of covered it too, is that, you know, we make the courses that we use, the certificates, the degrees that we develop are based on advice from people who will potentially employ you. It's not that we're just, you know, doing it on our own. We actually on a yearly basis, we go out to employers in the area and talk to them and say, look at our certificates. Is this relevant now? What do we need to add? And so on. So that we're trying to, bottom line is we are trying to prepare you for jobs so that when you walk out of our program, you'll have those skills that you're going to need in order to get a job.
Speaking of skills, Melody, would you like to talk about this, about skills that you'll learn in our courses and in our programs?
Sure. So one of the great things about the computer application classes is that they cross all disciplines and majors. So regardless of your major, regardless of the industry you want to work in, these are skills that employers are looking for. You know, and as we can see, what employers are telling us, like, hey, we need our applicants to have those soft skills, these essential skills, presentation, critical thinking, oral and written communication skills, right? Then we also need our future employees to have the hard technical skills. So that's where the Microsoft Windows and Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook really come into play. And as Judy had mentioned, that you might think that you know the functions of Microsoft Office or Word, or maybe you think you can type really fast, but when you take some of these classes, you really can learn how to work smarter and not harder, right? If you know how to use some of these functions, then you can be that employee that can get tasks done maybe in 25% of the time as maybe your colleague, because you know how to use these systems. And then management skills, leadership, collaboration, decision-making, problem-solving, and human relations. So truly, you know, 80% of people don't work within their major. So what that means is you come to Mission and you're majoring in business or you're majoring in English or psychology. While you're working towards that associate's degree, you can also be working towards computer applications. You can also be getting those certificates to make you more marketable when you are starting to land that job search, because employers will ask you, what skills, hard, soft skills do you have? And then they want to have examples of, well, show me where you learned this. Show me how you've used it. And that's exactly what these classes allow you to showcase to an employer.
Thank you. Thanks, Melanie.
Yep. And then as Pat and Judy had mentioned, like skills for the workforce. So every year and throughout the academic year, the faculty at Mission College who are working in the computer applications department are working with employers to get a sense of what is it that you're looking for in your applicants. You know, and the reality is 77% of jobs require computer proficiency. It doesn't say working knowledge, it says proficiency. They want applicants and candidates who can come in and really use the tools and databases that they're using. Microsoft Office is the most common form of software used in the Western world. Well, great, Mission College offers a platform for you to really learn that skill of using Microsoft Office. The number one skill shortage, oral communication skills, the ability to unlock data. And you can see what we've done is we've listed some classes through the business department and the CAP department that can provide these skills that are for today's workforce. Any job is going to require administration skills, any job. So if you're sitting there and you're pecking at your keyboard, take CAP 10A. Every person who's coming to college, you want to try to at least work towards typing 30 to 50 words a minute. It's going to save you time as you are transitioning from education into the world of work. Software competency skills and organization and time management skills. So again, when you are interviewing for that job or when you're looking for that promotion or maybe you're doing a salary increase step, you can really look to see how these CAP courses are relating to the skills that the current workforce is looking for. Back to you, Pat.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. Judy and I had a lab aide a few years ago named Christina, and she took she was a double major in business and computer and office administration. And so one of the classes some of the classes she took were in Access and Excel, and after taking the intro and the intermediate Excel classes, she discovered at her summer job after she graduated in this small company in Fremont, she said, I was looked on as the Excel expert because I knew how to do VLOOKUP. I knew how to do pivot tables and so forth. And so those are the kind of skills we're talking about, that you become very valuable to the employer. And and those are the things that we emphasize. So. And in Judy's Word class, we probably only use what, Judy, 10 to 20% of Microsoft Word, and Judy's going to expand and blow your mind with all the things you can do, and with a couple of clicks, you can change your whole document and for the better, right? So, so those are the kind of things that we do learn, we do teach. So. One of the things that we are implementing as a college, and we're starting to do this in our department, are digital badges. And you may have heard of these before. I have this app called Strava, and it keeps track of any walks or runs or bikes. I mainly use it for biking. And then there's this community. And then it keeps track of if you've been on the same course. It'll give you a little badge when you've achieved a faster time for that. And so and they give digital badges away for other accomplishments and stuff. Well, we're looking at instituting this as a supplement to completion. It's all part of what's called competency-based learning, and basically that employers are looking at real little either credentials or certificates to show that you have the competency. And so what we're using it is two parts. Is one, after you complete a unit, just say you completed a unit on pivot tables and you scored 80% on the assignments that were related to that shows that proficiency. We are offering badges for that you've achieved, and then you can use those badges on your digital resume or and if you're a member of LinkedIn or even a website. And the nice thing is that they stay with you, whether you're a student at Mission College or not. Your digital badges will go with you. That's called a digital backpack. And so we're using a program called Badger. Oops, spelled it wrong. I think it's BADGR right here, to administer badges. So that's kind of something to be. We're going to really roll this out much more in the fall. We just started using it this semester just to get all the kinks out, but I think this will be a really nice supplement in the courses that you are taking through computer applications. And so, okay, let's see. Well, this is an opportunity to ask questions. Mario, do you have any questions? Oh, wait, we have someone. Juana Elena. Hi, Juana Elena.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Good. You probably missed parts of this, so it's hard to tell what you want to know if you didn't see the first part. But what can we help you with? Any questions or